Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole here. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe because you don't want to miss any videos from me. Today I am doing a tutorial on how to install a quick weave. I actually learned how to do my own hair maybe about 6 or 7 years ago when I was in college. I was definitely a college student on a budget, so I learned how to do my own hair and my own weave, and every now and then when I don't feel like spending extra money, or if I don't feel like spending extra time in the hairdresser or in the hair shop, I'll go ahead and install my weave myself. And I'm going to show you ladies what I did step by step to achieve this look, and also I'm going to show you all of the items that I used and all of the items that you would need to do this hairstyle. If you're interested in seeing how I install this quick weave, make sure you stick around. So I'm going to start off by brushing my hair, making sure it's untangled. I did wash it and I did let it air dry for a little bit. So it's not completely dry, but it is a little bit dry. So I'm going to go ahead and part the front of my hair. I'm going to section off the hair that I am going to leave out in order to cover up the tracks once I start to glue in the tracks. I'll make the part in the middle much neater once I'm done installing the tracks. So once you section off the area and you figure out if you want a middle part or if you want a side part, you want to go ahead and take a rubber band or go ahead and braid that section and leave it separated. Now I'm going to start the initial process of molding down my hair so that it can be nice, contained, and compact, so that it can be very flat once I install the tracks on top of my real hair. You want to definitely make sure you have a very strong card brush that is going to really help lay your hair down. The best hair gel to use is the Prostyle hair gel because it does hold really well, and you want to use a lot. As you can see, I am grabbing a lot of gel and I'm putting it on my hair, and I'm going to continue to brush it until it's really contained and compact. You want to also make sure your edges are very slick, and you want to make sure the back is very slick, nice and neat and flat. So I grabbed a couple rubber bands and I'm going to tie my hair in a ponytail. The rubber bands are better than the regular hair ties because they are very thin and they're easy to be concealed. So now that I have my hair in the rubber band, I'm going to put a little bit more gel on the ends of my hair, and I'm going to just smooth it out and flatten it onto my head. So instead of leaving that ponytail hanging, I basically just wrapped it up and put gel on it to keep it contained. The longest process of this is drying the hair. So if you do have one of those hair dryers that you can sit under, this would be very good for this step, but you can also expedite the process by using a regular hair blow dryer. So I basically just use my hair blow dryer for a while. Once the gel dries up a little bit, I'm going to add my protector. This is a hair glue protector for quick weaves. It's very sticky. So basically I just poured some into my hand, and I'm making sure I cover my edges really well because you want the glue to bond to this product and not directly to your hair. So this acts as a nice barrier and it helps protect your hair, and it's also packed with a lot of protein for your hair, so it really helps your hair grow while it is under your weave cap. Now you're going to do a little bit more blow drying, making sure that protectant is dry. Once the hair dries from the protectant from using the hair blow dryer, you want to go ahead and take your stocking cap and you want to make sure you secure it over your head. Make sure you get the regular thin stocking caps. Pull it to the edges of your hair and then you want to dry again. So this last step is very important because you want the stocking cap to kind of adhere to the protectant that you put on your hair, and you want to make sure you dry it for a long time. I just speeded up the steps so the video won't be so long, but the drying does take a while. So once the hair is dry, you're going to go ahead and take your weave, whatever choice you like. I usually use a pack and a half. Sometimes I may use almost 2 whole packs. So you're going to go ahead and take your hair, get it nice and organized and untangled. And initially you want to just measure where you want to put your first track. You're going to put the first track pretty low, but not extremely low. You want to put it low enough to where it can come around the size of both of your ears. So I think this is a good starting point here to start laying my tracks. So I'm going to go ahead and take my glue. This is weave binding glue that I'm using. I'm going to lay the track flat on my desk and just apply the glue right at the wefts. You don't want to use too much glue because then it'll start leaking off onto the hair and it'll start leaking into your hair. So you want to just put just enough to cover the weft. Once you have your glue on there, you want to go back and start from one of the corners, whichever side you like, and bring the track over to the other side. So it's good to use your fingers and your hands to make sure the track is laying flat. You will get glue on your hands, however, it comes off very easy, so don't worry about the mess. And if you want, you can use a hair blow dryer to dry that glue on that weft, or you can just let it air dry. So I'm going to go again, measure from one corner of my head to the other side, and I'm going to continue to do that. So I'll cut my second track, I'll put my glue on there, and I'll go right ahead and glue that track nicely in place right above the first track. I'm just using my fingers to go over the tracks, making sure they're nice and secured, and back over again with the hair blow dryer to make the glue dry faster and make sure that the glue is secured in place along with the track. Measuring again. Right here, I am on track number 3, working my way up to the top. Gonna go ahead and cut this piece. Apply my glue to the welt. Start from one corner and go over to the other side of my head. Now, of course, I picked straight hair, but of course you can use any type of hair you like for this hairstyle. I've done this quick weave several times using different textures of hair, different brands of hair, different lengths of hair. This time I just decided to go with straight because it's pretty convenient. I don't have to worry about any curls getting tangled. And it'll hold up and be nice and professional for work as well. So I went ahead and started on my second pack of hair. Again, I'm going to just go ahead and measure my hair. Continue to lay those tracks, making sure the glue is tight and secured and dry using my blow dryer. As you can see, I'm on my way nearing to the top, and you'll see how I start to fix it up in the top once I get to that point. when you're laying your tracks, it's important to make sure you go a little bit past the stocking cap. You don't want to stop directly at the stocking cap. You want to stop a little bit right after the stocking cap. As you can see, my tracks do come a little bit past the stocking cap. Just brushing the hair because it is getting a little bit tangled. Applying my last track here in the top. Now my hair is short in the top, it's not very long, but if you have really thick hair or really long hair, you don't have to put as many tracks in the top. It just depends on how much hair you want to leave out. I like to leave out as little as possible. So I went ahead and glued my last full track. Now it's time to go ahead and cut that extra area of the stocking cap out. So just take your time, make sure you don't cut your hair, get some small scissors, and just go ahead and cut that stocking cap. It's very easy. You want to cut it as close as possible to your tracks that are already glued down, and you just get rid of it. Then you can just clean up some extra areas where stocking cap is left. Just go ahead and cut that off. Now I only have 3 more tracks to finish the top. So I'm going to go ahead and take that extra piece I had from earlier and put it right in the middle there. Using my fingers to make sure I secure the track, and also I'm going to use the blow dryer to expedite the drying process. Now I'm going to go ahead and measure about how much track I need for the side pieces, and I'm going to go ahead and apply my glue and glue this side first. Again, just using that blow dryer to make sure that glue is nicely secured in place. This will be the last track that I have to install. I'll go ahead and cut my piece, place my glue on there. I'm going to go ahead and stick it right there on the side. Make sure it's nice secure with my blow dryer as well. Now all I have to do is just straighten my hair in the top and part it down the middle and cover those tracks. So I straightened my hair. It didn't take very long. I'm just going to go ahead and brush it. I didn't apply a hair scarf, but it will really lay flat once you style it. You can put a hair scarf on. I'm going to use my curls edge control, and I'm going to just put a little bit in the top just to secure my hair because my hair is natural in the top. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that edge control on my edges as well. As you can see, I already applied a little bit and went ahead and laid my baby hair down. I got this cute edge brush from the beauty supply store. I really like it. It's much better than using a regular size brush. It's much better than using a regular size brush in order to secure your edges.